Wyoming. Welcome to another edition of Trucking with Uncle Jeff. Remember to like, share, subscribe, feel free to comment. And we are on our way to Cheyenne, Wyoming. Do a 3 a.m. delivery for Walmart. Wally World, aka Walmart. Got a lot of overcast today, a little drizzle here in Wyoming. The weather here in Wyoming, Mother Nature is super bipolar in Wyoming. You don't know if you're going to get rain, sleet, sunshine, or snow. Or a little of all. So you always got to be on your toes in Wyoming. We will be ducking off up here in Laramie at the Loves. Make sure we got enough to drink, enough to snack on, because we are going to be doing a 10-hour break at Walmart, delivering at about 2 or 3 in the morning. So we're going to make sure we're good, sit out there on the shoulder of the road, and wait on our appointment time, since Walmart's asshole won't give us a book and let us unload today. Because we could have been there last night. So we shut it down, did a little short live yesterday in Brigham City, Utah, at the Loves. Had us some Subway and all the good shit. We are clicking along here on I-80. Eastbound and down. Got us another load this morning. Once we drop in Cheyenne, we're going to deadhead all the way down to Holcomb, Kansas. Pick up at a hole-in-the-wall Tyson plant, Tyson beef plant in Holcomb, and go to Norcross, Georgia, over around Atlanta. Waiting on the crackhead in the left lane. Come on. Y'all can do 80 miles an hour. I don't know why you're dragging your nuts. But we definitely been enjoying the Saturday ride. Just finished up with a Facebook Live. Finished up with a few reels of Wyoming. Y'all be sure to check out our short videos as well as the lives. Because I do post up short videos of everywhere we've been. Some of it you didn't see on the live. So it is basically new content before we go live. How you doing, Robert? Glad you could join us on both. They found us a little rest there, got Stinky Ball out. Let her go relieve herself, because she was doing the happy dance in the passenger seat. She said her black back teeth was floating. And she got to go pee. We got that little girl took care of. Now we're going to do the old tube lab all the way to Cheyenne. With our little stop off at the Loves in Laramie. I'm going to grab me a couple of windshield wiper blades and give me a few things for the truck. Howdy, backwoods. Diamond T. There you go, Diamond T. You're welcome, buddy. Yeah, we can get away with that horn out here a little bit better than in town. We don't want to scare the shit out of somebody and make them wreck. That freight train whistle is loud. How you doing, Ron? Good to see you. Trying to get our hands on sweet tea right quick. I got to dump the water in that cooler for sure. Shit's floating around. I'll tell you one thing I did find out backwoods. Them buttons on that cruise control will come out. I'm going to see about it once I park up, about taking that damn button out. See if I can figure out why it's jamming up and not working right. Well, hello back to Russia, buddy. Welcome to Wyoming in the United States. Thank you, Diamond T. I appreciate that, buddy. We do our level best every day to stay safe as we can. Despite the morons they give driver's license to on the highway. Yes, sir, Bob. Thank you, Diamond T. Make sure you hit your notification bell. We're live just about every day. That way they'll notify you. Travel. I'm gonna tell you what, brother. I would walk through the pits of hell with kerosene-soaked underwear on before I disgrace my Peterbilt with a mag emblem. That's what you best know. I would never disgrace my Peterbilt with a mag emblem. That is all but guaranteed. Yes, sir, Diamond T. It is a long stretch across I-80 in Wyoming. There ain't a whole lot out in. So you better make sure you got plenty of fuel. And if you don't, you're going to find out the hard way. Fuel stops are very limited through here. Dobbs Road. Well, I guess that's where you get your knob polished off. Dobbs Road. I'm dropping off Diamond T. I got a 3 a.m. live unload at Walmart Distribution in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Then we're going to dead head down to Holcomb, Kansas. Pick up a Tyson load and go to Norcross, Georgia. We got to be in Atlanta, Georgia area by Wednesday morning. We'll probably be over sometime Tuesday. Appreciate it, Truck King. Oh, we try to stay busy, Diamond. That's the only way you can make money, brother. Got to keep my boss lady happy, my wife. long as my boss lady happy, I got a happy life. Yes, sir, Bob. I hear you there, Travel. I'd like to take me a little time off and go hunting this year. Might get to, may not. It's gonna all depend. Oh, about 320 miles there, Ron. A little over 300 miles. Ain't the first time they've deadheaded me out of that area to Holcomb, Kansas. Probably won't ever be the last. They got a JBS contract down there just south of Cheyenne on 25 in Colorado. We've been to it maybe twice. But for some reason they seem to deadhead me down to Holcomb, Kansas or Cactus, Texas. I don't know why. Just because you want to speed up now, you flip-flop wearing faggot. I'm going to show you what this big truck will do. And fuck you and your Volvo. Keep speeding up, fuckface. Go ahead, pick up. You ain't going nowhere. Dipshit. Gotta love these pecker-headed flip-flop driving Volvo freaks. They drive slower when you pass them. They speed up, try to stay beside you. Keep you from getting back over. I got news for them. You can keep speeding up. I'm gonna get right in front of you. Come on, dickweed. You've been riding my ass with your flip-flop wearing ass. Hurry up. foot on the dash. You can always call the flip-flop driver. Then he gonna get up here beside me, dragging his nuts instead of getting on up the road. How you doing, Mark? Welcome to Wyoming in the United States. The land of absolutely nothing but scenery. Yeah, it's about 2:10 p.m. in the afternoon for us there, Mark. Just a little after midday here. We're coming through Rawlins, Wyoming. Pretty good sized little town. As the road vibrations travel, as this rough-ass concrete highway making the truck vibrate. Ain't nothing I can do about it. You just have to learn to tune that kind of shit out. It's gonna happen. Get over here to Laramie, hit this Love's. Pick us up a few things. I'm gonna grab a couple of windshield wipers, blades, and change these blades out. Tomorrow I'm gonna make a call to either shop at Dollar General in Holcomb or if I'm gonna stop at Bennett, go to the Kroger's next to the Love's, do me a little grocery shop and get me a little food. See how that goes. How you doing, Peter? Okay. Now you got to let me know how that turns out there, driver. Breeze Beach, fast as you gonna get it, probably gonna be about a month and a half. I'm running 70. Speed limit up here is 80, but I'm running about 70. About average is 3 to 6 weeks. Some people it takes longer because they can't get the concept down on how to back a trailer up. How you doing, Lisa and Chris? I'm gonna hang on to this passenger side, this driver's side windshield wiper blade in case I need a spare because it's not completely wore out, but I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 new ones on it. Be done with it. Be glad when we get off this damn speed bump built road. This bumpity bump bullshit is annoying. Go, Eli. You're welcome. We ain't got about 137 miles to go. We'll be over here in Cheyenne at Walmart. And me and Mocha gonna spend the rest of the damn afternoon and half the night sitting on the side of the road waiting to go in there. Okay, Rodriguez. Everybody sing happy birthday to Rodriguez. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Rodriguez. Happy birthday to you. Well, I imagine so, Eli. There's some places that have city ordinance that say no jake brakes. And we hope you have many more birthdays, buddy. I hope that made your day for your birthday. Ooh, mercy me. This is Wyoming. Great state of Wyoming. Yeah, I used the the brakes, man. What kind of question is that? Gotta be able to stop this big 80,000 pound son of a bitch. I use my Jake brakes and my service brakes, my trolley brakes. Hey, Mr. Reason. Yeah, it's been a little bit of weather up here today, but there ain't no bunch of storms. Little drizzle here and there. That's been about it. Just a little drizzle on the windshield. That's one thing about this weather up here. You never know what you're going to get. It might be raining one minute. Next minute you might see sleet. Then you might see snow right behind it. You never know. Eli, I use all types of ways to slow this truck down. My brakes, Jake brakes, downshifting, between using the engine brake, service brakes. I use all means I need. And I wonder why that big wrecker's in the middle of the road. They were getting a couple of trailers out of the ditch, probably from a wreck that was there. I hear you, Travel. I really hate this rough ass I-80 in some spots. They are working on fixing a lot of it, but they need to hurry up. I hear you, Travel. I hear you, Eli. CB Band Radio is for everybody. That's why CB stands for Citizen Band. That means if you got a CB, you're allowed to talk on it. Okay, Eli. Go. Yeah, there's another wrecker, it looks like. Looks like they're cleaning up another mess. Another wrecked truck. Load onions, y'all. All them boys gonna have onions coming out their ass for a while. Somebody done wrecked with a load of onions. Them boys back there cleaning that mess up gonna take them a shitload of onions. They'll probably be selling them on the street corner. I bet you, Eli. Yeah, there's a lot of rude and inconsiderate people on CB band radio now. I can't agree with that. Hell, I should have pulled out Mashburn bag. I don't doubt that. Shit, that damn charcoal's some expensive shit sometimes. I don't know why you up here staring me down. We done stopped, you done beat, you can wait. We get to Walmart, I'll get your ass back out. We gonna ride right now, chick. Yeah, it ain't no little clouds. That sky's solid with clouds. It's overcast from hell. Good night, Frank. Welcome to Wyoming. Thank you, sir. Ooh, mercy. How you doing, Becky? Welcome to Wyoming. Anna, Medicine Bow, Rock River, and Boat. Oh, we found tablets, Becky. We just making our way over to Cheyenne, Wyoming. Finish up this delivery and get ready to go to our next pickup. So tomorrow we'll be live dead heading down to Holcomb, Kansas. Oh yeah, Becky, it is beautiful up here. You can see as far as you can see up here. Wide open and beautiful. Sorry about that, I hit a button trying to adjust my mount. Just gotta watch the speed down the grade, that's all. Even a little short grade can get you messed up. We're about 23 miles from Elk Mountain, 126 miles from Cheyenne. Got about an hour to Laramie. About an hour and 40 minutes to Walmart distribution in Cheyenne. I hear you, Becky. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We run all over Texas too. I just have to watch showing my faces because I got too many exes in Texas. And I meant that quite literally. There's too many young women who will want to nail my hat to a barn door in Texas. Now, Becky, I drive for myself. Totally independent contractor. I pull loads to Walmart, I pull loads to everybody. Tyson, Americold. I run whatever's available. Hell, Frank, every bit of this area out here was Indian territory at one point in time or another. Native Americans lived up here long before we came over here. Well, now that's why I hang my hat in Louisiana, Becky. I've spent a little time in Tennessee, but I'd rather be in Louisiana over Tennessee any day of the week. Oh, I live down in South Louisiana around the Big Easy. Live right in the eastern part of the Big Easy. Well, travel, if you've been to Hammond, you ain't been to much. Hammond ain't nothing but a skid mark in Louisiana. A skid mark and a pair of dirty underwear. Okay, Becky. That's cool. I used to do refrigeration work at Diversified Foods there in Mandeville while I was living in Burl River. And I moved from Burl River to the Big Easy and married my little Creole sweetheart from New Orleans. How you doing, Jonah? Good to see you. Welcome to Wyoming. Yeah, travel over. Old Hammond is a small place. You blink, you'll miss it. One thing you ain't gonna miss is how shitty they drive over there. That's some of the worst damn drivers in Louisiana up on that North Shore. I-12. Welcome to Elk Mountain. Elk Mountain's a little steep grade, but not super bad. Unless there's snow and ice on the ground, then it can be a pain in the ass. Yeah, Becky, that is true. Bad taste to blow a tire. I've been down that way about 14 years now. 14 years ago, I met a New Orleans Creole honey who changed my life, and we've been married ever since. Well, I already know, Becky, I married the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans, trust me. You may laugh about it, but I'm being dead serious. Well, when I leave Oakham, Kansas, I'll try to drag it with me. It tends to bother me wherever I go anyway. Yeah, travel. She had me at hello. Of you that follow me on my Facebook channel, y'all have seen pictures of my beautiful and loving wife. So I will throw that out there. If you're not following us on on Facebook, I do encourage you to look my name up. It's not hard to find picture of our red Peterbilt on there, and feel free to click the following button and follow us on Facebook as well as YouTube. We do have two media platforms, and we are live on both of them pretty much every day. Jesus, before you start any religious stuff on here, this is not the page for it. Gonna let you know up front. And that's why this page is not for children. So don't come on here being religious, and don't come on here being the profanity police. Because I say what I want to say and how I want to say it. So if that kind of shit bothers you, you're on the wrong page. I am a very religious person, but this is not the place for religion. Yeah, we try to keep it that way, Jesus. We try to. I don't do politics or religion on my page. Too much controversy, and it starts too many arguments, and everybody's got their own opinions. You're welcome to have a free opinion on here, as long as it ain't involving religion and politics. I deal with the media trolls, and I do get real ugly with them, and I boot their butts off. But that's just my way of keeping the peace, and we have a good time on here. We laugh, we joke, we talk all kind of crazy shit. Just being grown ass adults, and that's the bottom line. You're more than welcome to sit in, listen, and watch, comment. Everything else is up for debate. If you have questions about trucking, I'll do my level best to answer them as best I can. I don't know everything, but I know a little bit. But one thing everybody will tell you on here, I'm straight up. I don't hold nothing back. So if you ask a question that you ain't prepared to hear the answer for, don't ask the question, because I'm going to tell you what I think. I don't hesitate, and I don't cater to people's feelings. So if you get butt hurt easy, it's definitely not the place to be. How you doing, unknown? Yeah, but here comes the other steep part of Elk Mountain. We trying to get our speed up a little bit more. These grades are rough on the truck, especially when you're running heavy or light. Right now I'm on I-80 eastbound in Wyoming. I'm headed to Cheyenne, Wyoming to deliver a load at a Walmart distribution. Now tomorrow we'll be headed down to Kansas to pick up another load that we'll be taking to Georgia. Yeah, Yes, sir, and it's about 2:43 where I'm at because I'm on mountain time. I just left from that west coast. I took a load out to Cali, delivered it just south of Barstow, went down to Los Angeles, picked up a west coast load up to Oregon and Washington State, delivered it, picked up this load in Albany, Oregon, and now we headed to Wyoming. Now travel, ain't one thing about them Creole women. You got to treat them right 110%, 365 days a year. You mess around with them Creole women, they put a rook on your ass. You're going to get yourself in a bind. And they got one hell of a temper. So the best advice I can give you, travel, with dealing with a Creole woman, she's always right, she's never wrong. And that's 1,000 out of 1,000 times. And even when she knows she's wrong, she ain't gonna apologize for it either. So my advice in them situations, which can go with everybody and their significant others, sometimes you gotta lose to win, even when they're wrong as rain. That ensures that you have a happy wife and a happy life. So welcome to Elk Mountain. We're on the top of it. We get over here to Laramie here in about an hour. We're going to have another mountain to climb. It was my wife's idea, Jesus. My wife told me that it would be cool for me to start a trucking channel. I started my first channel on Facebook. We've had it over 3 years. We got over 14,000 followers as of right now. So it was her idea to start the trucking channels and bring a little bit of my life of what I do out here every day to show everybody that don't know nothing about trucking. Show them what truck drivers deal with on a day-to-day basis. What kind of life we live. That way they can't sit back and ridicule and criticize the truck drivers over something that they don't have no idea what they're talking about. So you can come on here and see just what we do every day. You can see all the idiots we have to deal with out here that shouldn't be driving cars or trucks. See the pros and cons of what we deal with, picking these loads up, delivering these loads. That way everybody's got a better understanding. When your favorite cookies ain't on the shelf at the store, it's not always the truck driver's fault. 90% of the time it's the distribution centers. Their failure to get the trucks loaded on time, their failure to take the freight and unload it on time. So it just shows a whole broad aspect into trucking that a lot of people don't know about and ain't never seen. And we get to show y'all all this big beautiful country that I get to see every day that a lot of people don't get to travel and see. So while I'm doing a paid vacation every day, y'all can come on here and enjoy a paid vacation with me. See something new, see all the beautiful scenery. How you doing, bad man, James? this is a beautiful country we live in. It's just the damn people who run the country, this country. They the ones that make this country look ugly. All right, Jesus, feel free to stop by anytime. Feel free to subscribe and hit your notification bell, and it'll let you know when we're back live and if you want to come back and visit. You're more than welcome to kick back and ask questions and enjoy the scenic ride across the country. Yeah, travel, we get to show all the crackadoodles we deal with on a day-to-day basis. That is a definite. Excuse me. I don't know why we yawning. We slept our butts off last night. Slept in a little bit this morning. We didn't get up, get no hurry at all. They wouldn't bump our appointment up where we could deliver early, so we took our time getting out of bed this morning. I could have got up after my 10-hour break was up last night. Been sitting over here first thing this morning. But so we kind of slept in for about 5-6 hours today. Killed a little bit of time. Got a little rest for ourselves. Notice how most of that vibration goes away when we get on a little bit smoother road. It's not near as bad. Yeah, it's always about like this out this way, Lee. I-80 in Wyoming's pretty wide open and free flowing unless you run into one lane construction. Then it'll bunch up and be a pain in the ass. No, Douglas, we ain't going to no Mexico, buddy. That won't ever happen and you won't ever see it. Not on here. Not on here. We headed to Cheyenne, Wyoming, same place we was the other day. I know the Wyoming landscape looks similar to New Mexico and Arizona, but it's not. We way north of there. No, Douglas, we don't leave the country. We don't do Canada, we don't do Mexico. It's too much of an aggravation to cross international borders. And they don't pay me enough money to do roads out of the country. They would have to give me a $3,000 bonus paid up front, deposited directly into my bank account before I would accept the international load going across the border. Plus the mileage going down there. They'd have to give me that $3,000 up front payment before I'd even consider the load. And I've been to Dumas more times than I want. That damn JBS in Dumas area over there. They can't get moved there on time. The second I went to pick up from there, they put me 32 hours late delivered. The third load they gave me there, they couldn't get it loaded, and I done grabbed a different load and went somewhere else. Hey, Vicky. Who you talking about helping there, Douglas? We ain't got about an hour or so, Vicky. We're going to be in Cheyenne. We're about less than an hour, 20 minutes away. We're about 45 minutes from Laramie right now. Lee, probably when they pry my cold dead fingers off this steering wheel. That'll probably be the day I retire. I love this life too much. Oh, okay, Douglas, I got you. Well, they got I-80 closed to all campers under 20,000 pounds. So that means over here around Cheyenne, Laramie, and all that, the wind's bad. That Bobo gonna gun him going up the hill just after he was dragging his nuts. Hey, you asked, Lead. I'm just being honest, buddy. Lead. No, Paul. My truck's a 2023 389 Peterbilt. Got an 18-speed Eaton Buller stick shift transmission. I won't own or operate an automatic. We don't do automatics. Automatics are for steering wheel, hold and flip-flop, drop your foot on the dash. Want to be truck drivers. And no offense to any of the company drivers on here who are driving automatics. I know y'all didn't get a choice. She got 367,000 on her ball. She's still a brand new truck. Well, Dave, your average commercial truck, brand new, if you're talking about brand new prices, they can run from 130,000 up to 300-something thousand. Used, you can get them anywhere from 50 to 100-something thousand. Give or take what kind of rig it is. This 389 feet's gonna run anywhere from about 2 to 300,000 on average, depending on how much extra accessories you get on it. Oh, I've seen trucks over 1 million to 2 million miles, buddy. I sold a freight a few years back. I had 779,000 miles in. I bought her used. She had 228,000 miles. Everything had been going through on her. She was ready for another million miles. No, Paul, when I got this truck was used. She had a previous owner, and he had put 250,000 on it before I got it. So I put probably a little over 110,000 on it since I got it. Not really, Ralph. These big commercial trucks, as long as you keep the maintenance up on them and keep the engines in check, you can get 3 or 4 million miles out of them. We'll get around Papa here. Yeah. We better get on up the road past him. We might have to take an overspeed over, but it'll be okay. No, Paul, I own this truck. Well, shall I say I'm buying this truck? I've been an independent truck owner for over 10, almost 11 years now. I started my trucking company about 10 or 11 years ago. Count up all the trucks that I have bought and sold in that time period, this would be number 13. Oh, there's a good percentage of women truckers out here, Led. I'd say at least 2 out of every 5 drivers out here is a woman. Somebody wrecked right there. Still a mess. I'd say about 2 out of every 5. There's a good percentage of women out here. There's a lot of good women drivers. A lot of good drivers out here, men and women. There's a lot of shitty drivers out here, men and women. Yes, sir, CB, we in Wyoming. We better be coming into line here in about 30 minutes. We're going to duck off and do us a pit stop at the Loves before we go to Wally World. Talking about in my career, Samuel? You asking how many career miles I have since I started driving? I'm a million over, I've got a million over 200-something thousand, fixing to be almost 300,000. Safe miles, no accidents, no tickets. What you mean, what all I got in here, Jay? Shit, I got a microwave, TV, full-size bed. Gonna be putting me a new refrigerator in here when I go home in October. Right now, a converted refrigerator to a cooler. Trying to make do with that till I get me a new refrigerator. I'm just stopping to grab me some drinks, Frank. Drinks, a pack of cigarettes, something to snack on. Make sure I got enough because I'm going to be doing about a 10-hour break. A little over a 10-hour break at Walmart, counting my delivery. Before we make our deadhead run down to Holcomb, Kansas. Damn, that was a big old dead skunk on the shoulder of the road. I hope it don't stink. I know one thing, they got a lot of skunks up here. Big old twin striped skunks. Yeah, Samuel, there are all types of folks out here. You've got Latino drivers, Arabic drivers, Indian drivers. There's a whole diverse crowd out here driving trucks. Now I'm going to be headed to Norcross, Georgia, over at CB, just outside of Atlanta. Well, out of 12 months there, Lee, I'll probably take off maybe one whole month in total. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. Depends on how much I run. But since our payoff on this truck is based off of how many miles loaded and empty we run, we're going to run a lot more miles than we will be. Yeah, that's it, Robert. We're going to run a lot more miles right now because we're going to get this truck paid off as fast as we can. So I had to run 595,000 miles in 5 years. And I'll have this truck paid off in 2.5, 3 years. Yeah, Robert, that's where we're going to be headed from Holcomb, Kansas. So basically what we'll do, Robert, is we'll leave Holcomb, run the back roads out to 40, run through Oklahoma City, Little Rock, Memphis, Tennessee, get over to Memphis, cross over into North Mississippi, jump on I-22 and run to Birmingham, catch I-20, and it'll be pretty much a straight shot from there. Not no big hard run to make. That we ain't done before. I'd have to tell you that in a minute, Robert. It's on the computer. I ain't wrote it down yet. It'll be a load of beef going to somebody over there, but I can't remember who it was. I'll tell you here in about 30 minutes whenever I get to Laramie. look back at the dispatch. Generally don't write these loads down until they dispatch me on them. I wrote them down before they dispatched me, and I get myself all planned up to run the damn load, and some peckerhead cancels the damn load. So then I done wasted space in my book where I write all the loads down. When we get up here, I'll show y'all my load book. One of many that I've had for over 1,000,000 miles. Any of them that y'all will see in that video that's got Boyd wrote in it, that was loads I wrote down that they canceled. Damn, son, if you can't climb the hill, you shouldn't be trying to pass somebody. I'm just saying. Don't try to come over in front of me, you dickhead. Don't you try to do it. I'm not backing out of my throttle climbing a hill for you. You can't climb a hill, you shouldn't be in that passing lane. Now get your ass up the road before you throw that flanker on. You could have thought about that before putting passing somebody. Yeah, I took quite a few out of Norcross too. That one of them going to be haul ass in that hammer lane. Then they start going up a grade and that damn weak ass truck can't pull the grade. First, everything they want to do is get right beside you and throw the blinker on and expect you to back out. Come on. One thing I'm not going to do climbing these grades, my truck already in a bad enough bind. I'm not going to back out of it, climb a damn grade because you can't pull the hill. That's going to put my truck in a bigger bind. You're not going to tear my goddamn equipment up because you don't know how to climb a hill. Yeah, that's not going to happen. People can call that being a dick or being an asshole. I call it being a hemorrhoid to a super trucker that knew he wasn't going to make it up that damn hill like that in that passing lane. And he should have waited till we got over the hill to do his pass. We're dropping off into the Laramie area right now. We got about 20 miles. We'll be in Laramie, Wyoming. That's it. Well, old mate pipe done popped. Boy, that damn recap come all to pieces, y'all. Yeah, I'm running them super singles. That damn truck and that trailer got super singles on it. he gonna be waiting a while. Gonna be waiting on Loves up here in Laramie. To drive 20 miles. It's gonna take him 4 hours to get to him. But he can't go nowhere because he's on the rim because he got them single wide tires on that damn truck. If he'd have been running a dual set like we got, he probably could have limped his ass on down to the truck stop, got the tire changed without having to sit on the side of the road for 4 hours. But these damn big companies, they don't think, oh, we're saving money. They ride smoother. They handle weight better. They do not. That's a lie. One thing that ain't a lie is they'll cost you 4 times what it costs for a dual tires on the regular tandem. Set of duals on the back of a drives or the trailer run you about $1,600. That goddamn super single gonna run you $2,000 to $2,500 for one fucking tire, plus the road call charge. So the company just spent about $3 grand for that blowout right there. Where they could have had one single tire put on for $500 to $800 and no roadside charge. So I don't understand how these trucking companies accommodate the money that they make and stay in business. Because making decisions like that, to me, is bad business and a waste of money. How you doing, Ball Out? How you doing, man? Wash? One of them old Creek Shaper boys running that dry van. Well, hello back from Wyoming in the United States to France, buddy. NAJ, how you doing? Oh, he got him a damn raggedy ass international. I hate it, boy. Yeah, I know it, buddy. I've heard a lot. I've done a lot of talking with truck drivers from over that way, and that's just like bringing y'all's trucks over here to the United States. They can't hold up to what we do over here. They mechanically just won't stand up. They've tried them over here and they fell apart. Now, travel, you get paid one set rate, buddy. They don't give you no extra for running these grades. Let's see if Osama bin Laden over here has actually got problems or... Oh yeah, he got problems. He's running on a blowout. So he's doing right. He's got a right rear outside blown out. So he's trying to limp it down to the truck stop. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're absolutely right about that, Goodwin. The thing is, the European trucks are not set up to handle the weight capacity that we are. And these heavy loads over here, even though the European trucks have more horsepower than most of ours over here, that horsepower don't mean shit. It's the way that gear ratio and that torque set up between that engine and that transmission and them rear ends. And y'all's rear ends are more high speed than they are low end. So with a high speed rear end set up and high speed transmission set up, you get over here pulling the weight we pull, it's just gonna tear that drivetrain all to hell and back in less than a year. They had some rich truck owners over here, brought 3 of them Scandia, I guess that's how you pronounce it. They brought 3 of them over here and put them out on the highway pulling freight. And within a year, they were all tore all the shit back and just would not run no more. How you doing, Jeff, David? I am in Wyoming, fixing to be in Laramie. Be about 10 minutes from Laramie, Wyoming. And I mean, I'm a firm believer on this. Every country builds their trucks for commerce to their needs, to accommodate what they need in that area. And those trucks are not designed to interchange into different countries that are out of that area. That'd be, you know, my truck would probably do good here and probably down in Australia. They may have to do some modifications to handle the Australian need. But over in Europe, my truck would be overkill. Wouldn't be able to maneuver over there and do what y'all do. Well, depending on what we're running over here, we can run 40 tons, which I'm rated for 40 tons. Anything over 40 tons, we have to have special permits and all that. So it just varies on what type of freight you're running. But on average, we're running about 40 tons. That's the average load. Some of these log trucks we got over here, they probably running 40 to 50 tons. Well, we thank you for your colorful comment there. I'm in Wyoming, gentlemen. I beg to differ on that, buddy. Horsepower, gear ratios, that's the difference between European and United States trucks, not the bucket speed. I can gear this truck up for European running with no trouble. You're sitting there trying to compare apples to oranges. In which case, we covered that anyway. They gear their trucks up. They gear their trucks up from the engine transmission to the rear end to accommodate their needs in Europe. Just like we gear our trucks up to accommodate our needs in the United States. So you're basically not saying nothing that I just didn't say 5 minutes ago. Okay, Ghostly. Appreciate it. Well, gotta disagree with you on that. Because I've been all over the United States. And there's just as much in grades and hills and mountains as there is flatland. It's a mixture of both. It ain't mostly flat. Okay, Ghostly. So you're the sister, aka the Buggy. I got you. He spoke real highly of you. Good to meet you. Yeah, but here's the difference. Here's the difference between the United States and England. Are you saying 40 and 50 miles per hour in England or 40 and 50 kilometers per hour? Because kilometers per hour and miles per hour are two different horses. So there is a big defined difference there. Well, that was a little uncalled for, buddy. European measuring scales for miles per hour, and just like we use gallons and inches over here, they use the metric system and liters over there. Just a little discussion between European trucks and American trucks. Just the pros and cons between the two, Gunsley. That's about it. There's a bunch of truck drivers talking shit. Just a little comparison to the differences between European trucking and American trucking. That's about it. Why you want to speed up going up the hill now? Oh yeah, just part of the page, love, just part of the page. Taking in the scenery, talking shit about trucking. This dildo brain in this camper here, just out of the blue, decided he wanted to mash the gas on the hill. Crack monkey jackasses we deal with on the highway. He could have been doing that before I started passing him. Because I'm basically get off up here in just a little bit here in Laramie at the Loves and do a little quick run in the store. Okay, buddy. I know a lot of places do and a lot of places don't. I was kind of 50-50 over there. I guess it just really depends on exactly what country you're in Europe. They was trying to put kilometers per hour in the metric system over here. It didn't ever work out for them. Oh, you all right, Ghostly? Hell, we all learn new stuff on here every day, having discussions. Okay. Well, hell, you know, it is what it is. That's the reason why I asked if you were talking about actual miles per hour or kilometers per hour, because the variation there is way different. That's just like working offshore on them boats. You compare a nautical mile to a miles per hour. A nautical mile is longer than a mile. So you got 1 mile and 1 nautical mile. A nautical mile is longer than a mile when you out on the water in a boat. So everything is something different. So anytime we have a little discussion, we have to be a little specific on what we actually talking about and what's going on in that area. That way everybody's on the same page and nobody makes themselves look goofy by saying something stupid. Well, that's what's happening over here too, man, Goodwin. You got probably right now here in the United States about 70% of the trucks on the road are automatics. These big companies are going to it. There's a lot of these big trucking companies that have trucking schools are training their drivers and getting them with an automatic restriction, trying to keep them in-house employed where they won't wander off and go to work somewhere else. But of course that idea bit them in the ass, because if one major trucking company is going to all automatics, the rest of them are going to follow, which I think is stupid. The only thing an automatic is good for is if you're doing cities, if you're running inside the city where there's a lot of traffic. Now it has its place in that area because of the fact of having to mash the clutch and the stick shift a lot. But out here on this over the road like I run, an automatic is a waste of money. It don't get better fuel mileage, and it costs a hell of a lot more to fix. Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming. Ooh, mercy me. Come on, pick them up, truck. Before we get a whole bunch of traffic, because this traffic right through here can get stupid some days. Yeah, travel. I've watched them truck pulls, especially that heavy load uphill pull. I watched the Peterbilt and the Scandia go head to head on that. And that damn Peterbilt embarrassed that damn Scandia bad. I don't know what you bringing that rope up here for. We ain't getting out the truck here.
In 1 mile, turn right on North 3rd Street.
This dingleberry gonna pull right out in front of a fucking car. You a dumb little idiot. At least that damn car could have put his damn turn signal on instead of waiting till the last minute. I hate these lights that do that shit. Give the damn turn lane his green light before you go to flashing yellow. Last time we was up here in the damn winter and got caught in the damn snowstorm, just as we got right here, trying to get the hell away from the storm, they closed I-80 on us and we had to spend 10 hours laid up here in this Love's waiting on them to clear the road so we could get on the highway. That's the only sucky thing about wintertime up here.
Turn right on College Street, then take the first right.
Oh, I wish you'd get somewhere and sit down and quit bringing this damn rope up here. We're not getting out. We're not stopping to quit. You're being annoying. Very annoying, Moki. God damn scared shit out of me. I wasn't expecting that. This is why you don't get out your truck in the fuel island while you're waiting to fuel. You sitting up in there playing with your pecker, you could have done pulled up an empty spot and got fuel. Now meanwhile, he gonna sit there, truck in front of him is gonna pull forward, and he's gonna still be blocking the damn fuel island. Oh, you alright, Ghostly? We ain't no old misspelling shit against anybody. So I'm gonna out with Mocha. I'm gonna go take care of what I gotta take care of inside the truck stop, and I'll be right back. So y'all can enjoy the stink ball, because she's gonna get in my seat before I get out.
Rito, be good, brother. Nice seeing you.
Move, Stinky. Move. Move. Move, Stinky back. Move. Get in the back. Thank you. Because we got to empty the move. Get in the back. Quit being a crackhead. I know you're excited. But we got to empty this cooler. Before it gets any more water in it. This is a pain in the ass. So glad when I go home and get my refrigerator fixed. Tired of dealing with this shit. Tired of having a bass. Alrighty. Get this shit in the refrigerator. Get our ass moving. There we go. We are set for tonight. Got us some drinks. God damn you crazy. Did you jump from the bed to the seat? Boy, you a wild little chick. I done told people I don't want to hear nothing about no fucking lot lizards. They don't get the hint. And that's the second time I done booted his ass into timeout. If he comes back, if anybody comes on here and your opening statement is where is the lot lizards, I'm gonna boot your ass. You're gonna get put off the page instantaneously. It ain't funny. It's very fucking annoying. I hear you, Washburn. Hello back from the United States. So we got about 48 miles to go and we're going to be parking it up.
Turn right at the traffic light.
We'll be at Wily World. Nah. See who called. Oh, that was my wife. I'll call her back in a little bit. Come on, mate, truck, and get out of the way so I can get out now. Thank you for letting me know there, Backwoods. I've got frozen vegetables and some frozen fruit. That's what we hauling there, buddy. Got a half and half mixture they sell in the frozen departments of Walmart. She always gonna call me whenever I'm out of the truck and I leave the phone in the truck. I'll call her back here in just a minute. Y'all hang tight. Cause when I call her, it's gonna put the lab on mute. So y'all hang tight. I'm gonna call her right back. We ain't cutting the lab off. I'm gonna see if she needed something.
Turn left on I-80 East.
She didn't answer. Maybe she'll call me back in a minute or not. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Hope to see you on here every time we go live. We have good discussions. We do butthurt media trolls on here quite frequently too. So, y'all, we supposed to be climbing this mountain here in Laramie. So, the service going up this mountain we're fixing to go up, it's gonna suck. Y'all hang tight, it's gonna be a bunch of buffering, but it'll clear up as soon as we get to the top. So I just want to give y'all a FYI on that. We gonna look, service is gonna be in and out going up this mountain up here, coming out of Laramie. Now, unfortunately, there ain't nothing we can do about it. Sad to say. Let the Dragging They Titty Committee get out here on the road. We may have a damn trailer on this, tire on this trailer going bad. Would not surprise me. How you doing, Michael? Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming. And the Rough Ass Highway, y'all. Mr. Washburn. Hello to you too, Keepers. Keepers. I can't pronounce the first part of it, so I'm going to try the last part. Ooh, man alive. Y'all see that mountain out in front of us? We better be climbing it. This damn road has got some bad spots in it. That's why we vibrate so bad. Some sections are smooth and others are rough. Good old American highway. Right now I'm holding this Peterbilt to the floor just to maintain 70 miles an hour. How you doing, Al? Good to see you. We are just now leaving Laramie, Wyoming. Woo-hoo. Needing to run up this mountain, so the service is going to jump in and out now. Y'all just hang tight. It'll come back in eventually. Going up this mountain outside of Laramie, it gets a little sketchy on the internet. Thank you, Al. We wish the road was a little smoother, but that ain't happening. Okay, buddy, yeah, you know these damn media platforms, they screw up pretty regular. If you gonna go, dipstick, you better get the lid out your nuts, pick your titties up, quit dragging them on the highway. We going up a grade, ain't got time for a dumbass dragging these titties in that old crinkly ball sack. Don't make no sense. Don't be a dummy. Dummy. Yeah, we are fixing to head up the mountain, y'all. Like I said, this internet's gonna jump in and out. But we giving her hell. Trying to hold on to every ounce of speed. Alright, sorry about that, y'all. We found it back. We were making good headway to this dipshit cut over in front of us. Like a butt-fucking moron. That internet service falls completely out going up that grade. But we have made it to the summit. Now we have made it up on the summit. We are headed down into Cheyenne. We got about 30 miles. Apologize for the interruption in the feed, but at least I did forewarn everybody. I'm going to have to take a good look at these tandems on this damn trailer. We may have one trying to separate. Not really sure. There goes old skate bar with a load of onion. Off the mountain towards Cheyenne. Yeah, this is wide open. Damn, this sad damn internet sucks. Come on, Dingleberry, shit. Waiting on you. Get dick. So annoying. That just kills me. One minute you hauling ass, next minute you dragging your turkey, you old crinkly ball sack. The big one-speed and drive drivers don't sit here up and down on the pedal. Figure out how to use the fucking cruise control. Thank you, people. Waiting on y'all. Y'all in that damn hammer lane trying to run 90 miles an hour till it comes time to pass. It's like this, dickhead, till it comes time to get fast. You can't drive until somebody's passing you. I'm definitely going to get back there and look at them tandems real good on this trailer. We may have to stop somewhere at the shop and get the tire changed on it. I think I got one that's either extremely out of balance or it's separating. Since he wants to be a dick and finally decide to drive, we're going to go ahead and get in front of him. Hell, that rattle you're hearing is that vibration shaking my cabinet over there on the right hand side of the truck. And once we get up above 72, 73, it wants to vibrate real bad. It's got to be between the road and a tire back there. Because every time I drop my speed to 70 and below, it ain't near as bad. But when you run crappy ass recaps on these damn trailers, these damn things go stupid all the time. Every time we get up to about 72, 73, whatever it is back there is acting retarded. So I'll probably stop somewhere on my way down to Holcomb, get a lug or something with a shop, let them look at them tires and see what's going on. Needs to be changed, we'll get it changed. How would you look? Onion Head decided to drive again. That's the dumbass we passed because he kept speeding up, slowing down. It's going alright, man. Hell, it's almost over for today. We ain't got about 20 miles. We're going to be catching the shoulder and waiting on 2 o'clock in the morning. Around 2 a.m., 2:30 in the morning, our 10-hour break will be up. And we'll be able to go into Walmart and make our delivery. We got a 3 o'clock appointment, but we can go in at 2 a.m. Then after that, we're going to make our way down to Holcomb, Kansas. Stop and get this trailer cleaned out here in Cheyenne at the Streaking Bigot. And we're going to go into Holcomb, Kansas. Pick up our next load for Georgia. And do it again. Going home around the 23rd of October. Something of that nature. Trying to keep that speed down below 72, 73. But some bitch won't vibrate us to death. I usually go home for about 4 days. Sometimes I'll take a week. Most of the time I'll do 4 days unless I got something going on at home that I need to be off for a whole week for. Right now we running long periods of time because we're trying to get this truck paid off as quickly as possible. The quicker we get it paid off, the more money I can put in my pocket. Well, I'll get out on the road probably for about a month to 4 months, give or take. Just depends on how I'm feeling. I'm an independent contractor, so I decide when I'm going to go home or how long I'm going to stay out. There ain't nobody in charge of that but me. So I'll tell the dispatchers, hey, I'm going home on this date. Make sure you get me headed that way with a load by that date. And they already know it's non-negotiable. Well, that's the secret to my marriage. Me and my wife ain't up each other's butts fighting all the time. If you know what I mean. Secret to a happy life. Don't be up your wife's bum 24/7. Plus, when I do go home, it makes things good. Because by the time I go home, we ain't seen each other forever. Oh, when I'm on the road, it's 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday. Yeah, I know they pretty strict on y'all over there. They pretty strict on us over here. We have a lot of dumb regulations over here to deal with. For every 8 hours you drive, when you start your day, you got to stop and do a 30-minute break in and around the first 8 hours. And you can't, once you do your 30-minute break, you only got 3 hours of drive time left. You have to find somewhere to park within them 3 hours, because you ain't allowed to drive but 11 hours a day. You only allow 70 hours a week. Appreciate it. Around every day. Because I have a time. We had to watch our weight limits. 12,000 on the steers, 34,000 on the drives, 34,000 on the tandems. That's 80,000 pounds. Anything over that amount, we have to have special permits to run. We running hazmat. Got to stop every couple of 100 miles. Got to stop at all the railroad crossings to comply with the hazmat regulations. You're running a skateboard, flatbed. You got to stop every couple of hours and check your straps and chains onto your load. Wow, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, there's a lot of differences between us and y'all over there. Three nights a week. Wow, dude. That's retarded. I don't know how y'all get any commerce moving around the country. That's just getting to be a little bit extreme there. But that's what happens when the government's got too much control and shit. It's ridiculous. Man, I don't know how y'all do that. I couldn't come over and do it. I'd be done pulled my fucking hair out. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like somebody telling me how many days I can run. They can suck my right nut and make the left one jealous. I'm owning and operating the business. I'm going to run the way I feel I need to run to make my money. So that would not work good with me. I got too much of an outspoken mouth. I'll be telling their ass where they can stick it. Then again, this vibration I got might be because we got a light load. This trailer might not ride smooth unless it's got a heavy load on it. The heavy load we had on it, it rode just fine out of Cali. Ever since we got this light load on here, this damn vibration has been acting smooth. And again, it could be a combination of both. We got about 6 more miles to our exit. We'll be calling it a day here at Wally World. Yeah, I can agree with that. I figure, to me, between 35,000 pounds of freight up to about 40,000 pounds of freight, they usually ride pretty good. Anything under 35,000 or anything over 40,000, they tend to ride like shit. Buys. How you doing, Leslie? I don't know why this crack-headed May driver is riding his brakes and coming to a crawl in the road. You might better quit playing with your pecker and riding your brakes there, cod knocker. You're gonna get your ass run over, doofus. Making yourself a damn sitting duck. Speed limit 80 miles an hour, and you dragging your titties at 55. Need to quit playing on that phone. That's the only reason why he has a curtain pulled halfway across his driver's side door. He didn't want nobody to see him holding that phone in his hand talking. And I'll tell you something about the laws up here in Wyoming. You have a wreck out here on these Wyoming highways, first thing they do is seize your cell phone. And if they find out that you were texting while you were on that phone or any of the things or fooling with that phone, had that phone in your hand going down the road, you might as well give your heart to God, because your ass gonna belong to the state of Wyoming for a long time, and especially if you kill somebody. Because they are going to confiscate your cell phone, and once they go through it, they find out that you was playing on that damn phone driving down the road, your ass is going to be grass. That's why we're on hands-free devices. Everything I do and everything I carry on with this page is all read to me through my earpiece, and I talk to y'all through my earpiece. And I'll show you. That right there is, we pay attention to everything on that screen. Now legally, I have to keep my phone within arm's reach of me at any given time where I can push at least a button. No, there ain't been no Smokies travel. Them Wyoming boys been taking the weekend off. So, fun of it all. So, to stay hands-free, about the cell phone rules and regulations,
on the right to Wyoming 222.
the DOT and the safety department of these companies, your phone has to be mounted. It has to stand the mount and be within hands reach where you can push one button and answer. So as long as you're complying with that, you're all good. We have made it down here to our exit. That's Walmart over to the left. That's where we're going to. Here in Cheyenne, Wyoming. That's right, buddy. That's why we love our modern technology. It's got its advantages and its disadvantages.
Take exit 357 on the right to Wyoming 222.
I see people all the time riding around with their speakerphone on or phone in their hands, weaving all over the road, driving slow.
In 1/2 mile, turn left on Wyoming 222, then take the second left.
You in a commercial truck and you get caught, get a cell phone violation ticket, grabbing that phone in your hands. Not only are you going to lose your job, I appreciate that, buddy. Not only are you going to lose your job for that cell phone violation,
then take the second left.
no other company's going to look at you because it's going to be on the MBR for a long time. So you might as well take your CDL when you get caught. Pour some kerosene on it and set it on fire because it ain't gonna be worth dirt. Smoke a move. Need your big head out the way. I got to see up that way, baby. Got a lot of cross traffic right here we got to watch for. Oh, Lord, when you get it clear, here comes another one. Come on, little car. Jeez Louise, come on. Ain't that hard to get up here and turn.
Turn left on Horizon Drive.
We have made it up here to Wyoming to Walmart. Yeah, about where we at, CB. Just got off the interstate. Going up here to the North Range Business Park, aka Walmart and everything else.
1/4 mile. Arrive at 426 Logistics Drive, on the left.
Right up there is the Walmart driveway. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide in right here behind Stevens. You got to be careful. There's a hell of a drop off right there. So you got to be mindful of that. You will bust a damn tire in the front end. This is where we'll leave our running lights on. Try to get our trailer up out of the road a little bit. Try to get it right on that line. But we don't want to fall off the edge here either. That way people's got enough room to get by us. And what we'll do is we'll go on duty, show our delivery, send our messages that we have arrived. Yep, unfortunately that's what we got to do. Hell, I ain't never heard of a 7.2 or a 6.4. I've run 8.2 and a 7.3, but they're okay when you need to do it like that. Most of the time, the only time that really helps you out is if you're running multiple stops on a load. So if you're running multiple stops, an 8.2 split or a 7.3 split will help you out big time. And pretty much to run a dedicated with multiple stops, you have to run that 8.2 or 7.3. Would you relax your titties? I'm fixing to fix you something to eat, chick. And I'm gonna get you some water. And me and everybody else is gonna get out, walk back here and look at these damn tandems. See if we got one coming apart. See if we can find a bad spot or something. Not a problem, Midwest. Not a problem. I'll see what I mean by the drop off. That's why I didn't get too far over. You get off in this, you'll be leaning like that. Trying to look and see. I ain't really seeing shit. Yeah. There we go. All but guarantee it. Definitely gonna guarantee it. Fucking bitch. Oh crap. Now, they got these damn wings on here. And these, they ain't supposed to open unless you pull the cord. These cocksuckers kept going open on me, so I tie wrapped them. Tie wrapped them shut on both sides where they wouldn't fly open. That's got to be our bad tire and where our vibration's coming from. So that tire is definitely going bad on us. Why are you dropping dog food in my damn seat? Yep. I knew we had something going on. Sidewall splitting on it. That's what happens when you buy recap tires. Let me look and see here. They got a shop at that Love's in Bennett. Yep, I'm gonna have to get replaced. So what I'm gonna do is once we get unloaded, I gotta go to Holcomb. So I'm gonna stop at Bennett, Colorado at the Love's and get them to change that tire out at that Love's shop. And while they working on the tire, I'm gonna go do me a little grocery shopping. Now hopefully by the time I get my grocery shopping done, they'll be done with the tire and we can get on down the road. So I had to get me a picture of that. Save it. I'll take a picture of it, save it on my phone. And we'll go from there. I really dislike recap tires. Recap tires are a nuisance. Get you to a shop to get another tire. But they are not to be ran every day with all kind of weight on them. So we'll be empty when we leave here in the morning. It's not that far from here to Bennett. And hopefully it'll stay in one piece till we get to Bennett. And I'll see about getting it replaced tomorrow morning on our way to Holcomb, Kansas. But like I said, I've been doing it long enough. I can tell just about where the vibration is coming from. How you doing, Warren? So I'm fixing to get off of here. Stinky Balls eating. I'm basically get off and fix me something to eat. Watch me some TV and wait for 2 o'clock in the morning. Maybe take me a little nap. So, the fun of it all, y'all. Appreciate all of y'all joining us today on the YouTube. And be ready for tomorrow, because we'll have another adventure going to Kansas. And after that, it'll be the adventure going to Georgia. But I appreciate all of y'all. And how you doing, Justin? And we will catch y'all later. Y'all have a beautiful weekend.